It's fun. Thankfully, I have a cool job where I get to travel for a living, get to perform. And the most rewarding time I ever had in my life was not too long ago. I got to perform in the Middle East for the soldiers. I did a USO tour over there. It was the best. Soldiers are the best audiences. They don't give a crap about political correctness. They just want you to laugh. They want you to be honest. They want you to be true. That means they have to have a good sense of humor. You do a job that serious, you have to have a good sense of humor. I get off the C-130 plane in Afghanistan. Group of 5 soldiers there to meet me. They walk up, they're like, Mr. Williams, we're so happy you're here. I'm like, fuck yeah, you guys want to laugh, right? They're like, no, you're a midget. We want to do some fun shit with you. Oh. Right, like was there a meeting the day before, like some commanding officers on stage? We have a dwarf coming on base tomorrow. We need some ideas for some fun shit to do. Henderson, what you got? Do we have any large cannons? Good idea, Henderson. I ask them, I'm like, guys, what sort of fun shit do you want to do? They say, we want to take you on a Black Hawk helicopter. I'm like, yes. I'm going on that. And I tell that to my friends. They're like, Brad, weren't you scared? No. You have to understand who I am, the life I've lived. I'm the guy that when I go to Six Flags, I can't ride half of their shit. And now the US government just said, you see that death machine? Do you want to hop on? Erection. I'm good. Yeah. So we go to fly in a Black Hawk helicopter. Now, before you fly in one of these things, they don't just let you go. They have to put gear on you. They have to put a helmet and a vest. And apparently, there's not a lot of midgets in the military. Helmets and vests are not made by Oshkosh. They are not made by Oshkosh. First of all, the guy brings me out a helmet. He assumes that because I'm a little person, I have a tiny head. Wrong. I do not have a tiny head. I have a big fucking head, okay? I don't have dreams. I have movies, okay? They bring out this little helmet, they're pulling on my head. It doesn't fit. They're pulling it down. It doesn't fit. They have to get an extender strap for the chin and buckle it and buckle it and buckle it. Now the chin fits. That doesn't change the size of the helmet. The helmet is still sitting on top of my head, not protecting shit. It's not even a helmet at this point. It is a war yarmulke. I'm thinking to myself, great, I'm going into a country that has a lot of pissed off Muslims and they dressed me like G.I. Jew. This is gonna go well. Thank you, smart people, for laughing at that joke. Some of you got it. Some of you guys are like, wait, Jews and Muslims don't get along? Kill yourself, all right? End it. Nobody likes you. So now they get the helmet to fit. Now they bring out the vest. Now the vest would be a vest on any one of you nice people. On me, this was a bulletproof moo-moo, okay? This thing went down below my knees, and they told me, run to the helicopter. Like, oh, right, I'm gonna run to the helicopter. I'm gonna look like a badass. I did not look like a badass. I looked like a fucking penguin. Like, I was running like that shit the entire time. 100 yards of this. The only thing that was missing was Morgan Freeman narrating the damn thing. And now we see the little people make their way to the Black Hawk helicopter. As I'm running, I trip and fall in the middle of the runway. I know, I could end the joke right there if I wanted to. Dwarf down, hilarious. As I'm laying down, one of the soldiers yells at me, Mr. Williams, you gotta get up. This area is surrounded by snipers. If you stay down, one of them is gonna take you out. Not scared. No, not scared of snipers. 2 reasons. 1, damn near impossible shot, okay? 2, you're not even gonna get the shot off. Could you imagine? You're a sniper, you're up in the hills, been there for days, you're scanning for the enemy, and all of a sudden you come across me? You're just up there like, okay, where the American, I kill the American, where the American, I kill the American, where the American, I kill the American. Oh. Ahmed, get the fuck over here right now, Ahmed. Ahmed, get the fuck over here right now. You have no idea what I'm looking at right now, Ahmed. No idea. If I were to describe to you what I'm looking at right now, I would only be able to describe it as happiness. I'm looking at happiness right now, Ahmed. When I die, fuck the 72 virgins. I want one of those. So now I get up, make my way to the Black Hawk helicopter. Now, Black Hawk helicopter is about yay high, all right? I can't get in that. I'm wearing the moo-moo vest. I can't. I look at this soldier, I'm like, hey bro, can you help me out? He says, no problem. Pulls a lever, little handicap helper step, flies out. Sweet. Except for the helper step was about that freaking high. Still can't get in. I had to ask this soldier to do something that I swore, as a little person, I would never ask anyone to do, ever. I look at him like, all right, bro. You're gonna have to toss me. And the smile he got on his face, like, this is what I signed up for! And he grabs me, and he could just throw me in real quick. We would have been done, but no. He had to enjoy himself. He picks me up. He just goes, 1, 2, asshole! He finally picks me up. He tosses me in. I get in, sit down, buckle up, good to go. But before we start flying, pilot turns around. Pilot has a little speech for us. And this is the speech that I hear right before I take my first helicopter flight in Afghanistan. Pilot looks at us and goes, all right, Mr. Williams, this is Bagram Air Force Base, Afghanistan. Some shit goes on here. We don't anticipate anything to happen, but something might happen, and we do have to prepare you for such a scenario. What sometimes occurs, these particular helicopters, they get fired upon by something called an RPG, rocket propelled grenade. You might know it as a bazooka. If this is to happen, you'll hear the words fire in the hole, followed by our machine gunner on board return fire. If you hear our gun go off, it is no longer a combat simulation. It is a real-life war scenario with real-life consequences. We'll do everything in our power to keep you alive. We'll do some evasive maneuvers. You're curled up in a fetal position. You'll be fine. I stopped listening after you said bazooka. Now I'm scared. Now I'm terrified. But I can't show fear. I'm on a helicopter with a bunch of 18 and 19-year-old badass Marines. I can't be a 30-year-old man like, I don't think this is a good idea. I can't do that. So I'm like, all right, Brad, just shut up. Try to be cool. I'm glad I had that attitude, because we took off. Oh my God, this was so much fun. We start flying over the base. Soldiers are describing the base to me, the function of the buildings. I'm cracking jokes. They're laughing. We're having a great time. Then we flew outside of the base. And you want to know what happens? When a Black Hawk helicopter flies outside of the base, you have to test fire the machine gun to make sure it works. They didn't tell me that. No. They told me, hear the gun go off, kiss your ass goodbye. That's what I heard. So we get outside the base, out of nowhere, you just hear, fire in the hole! I had my first period right there on the damn helicopter. America. These things are gonna happen. Common, everyday activities can turn into crazy stories at any time. I was having lunch not too long ago with one of my best friends, Adam, and we're at a McDonald's. I know, I've made it in show business. And now this particular McDonald's had a play place attached to it, all right? And me and Adam were just sitting there, we're talking. All of a sudden, this kid, I don't know if he thought that I was threatening his hood or like invading his turf, but he just runs out of the play place. He's got a ball from the ball pit, sees me, and just hucks this and nails me right in the head. Can't miss this son of a bitch, okay? So I pop up like, what the hell? I see it's a kid. I don't care. I have street cred. I gotta defend myself. I'm going after the kid. I start walking after him. Now, Adam, my friend, he's a tall guy, but he essentially works for me, so he's like, all right, I guess we're beating up 7-year-olds today. And he started walking after him. Now, this particular play place must have had an incident of some kind, because they had a security guard. And he sees Adam coming towards him. He's like, hey, you can't come in here. And he looks at me. He's like, yeah, you can come on in. Yeah, that's cool. I'm not offended. I just got the green light to whoop some ass. So I run into the play place. I look around. I see the kid. But the other kids that are there in the play place, they see me walk in. They start clapping and cheering and getting all happy. I'm like, what the heck? And then I realize they think I'm a new mascot. Like, there's the Hamburglar and Ronald McDonald, and now there's the McNugget midget, apparently. Like, I'm gonna make it rain sweet and sour sauce, you know? And now they're clapping, but I see the kid, and he sees me. We lock eyes, and he turns around, and he runs up the slide. Now he's in the tubes, because he thinks he's safe in the tubes. You dumb You are not safe in those tubes. I am 4'4". I can run in those tubes, okay? I get in the tubes. I'm Super Mario, and he got the star. I'm good. So I run up the tube. I see the kid. I run right up to him. I grab him. I start dragging him out by his little stride right, okay? I'm dragging him out. Yes, I know what stride rights are. I sometimes have to wear them myself, okay? Not all the time. Sometimes you guys get sexy shoes. You guys got real sexy shoes tonight. These are good. I don't always wear these. Sometimes I gotta do shows and I got lights blinking from my shit. Not that sexy. Now I'm yelling at the kid. Why'd you throw the ball at me? That was not very nice. You don't do that. As I'm yelling at him, the kid's dad is running up behind me, pissed off. I don't see the dad. I'm just yelling at the kid. But Adam, my friend, he sees the dad. He does what any good guy friend would do. He goes, let's see what happens here. The dad runs up, grabs me by the shoulder, hard, whips me around, sees my face and goes, I was not expecting that. Like, what were you expecting? I don't know, like, I think he thought I was a kid. Then when he whipped me around, saw my beard, and was like, I was not expecting that. It's like, I'm 30. You shouldn't say that to another man. The only time you should say that is if you're making out with a chick, you pull off her skirt, she's got a dick. I was not expecting that. So now the dad's in this weird circumstance. He looks at me, he looks at his kid, he looks at me, he looks back at his kid, he goes, I can do nothing for you, boy. And he starts walking up. That's what I know I've won. I got away with it. And this dad wanted to hit me. He wanted to hit me, but you can't punch a dwarf. You punch a dwarf, that's a hate crime. All right? And I got away with it. That's the best part about being a little person. The best part is that you can get away with stuff. I get away with stuff all the time because I'm adorable.
Hell yeah, New York. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Look at this. This is awesome. Everyone's having fun here. See, that's why I love comedy. So many people are like, oh, comedy divides nowadays. No, it fucking doesn't. It does not divide. It's not dividing us. Think about what's happening right now. Right now, you're in a room with hundreds of strangers. You don't know these people. Right now, no one gives a shit who you voted for. No one gives a shit what race you are. No one gives a shit who you fuck. No one gives a shit what gender you identify as. Right now, everyone in this room at the exact same time is having the exact same thought. Dwarves are funny. It's awesome. It's wonderful. I'm glad comedy could be that place where everyone comes together and has fun. Because it seems like everything else is trying to divide us. Everything else. Oh my God. Beer almost caused a civil war not too long ago. Beer, holy shit, and it happened overnight. Overnight. One night you drank a Bud Light, you were a redneck. The next night you were a transgender activist. Like, what? That change was so fast, even transgender people were like, too much change. Now, for those of you who don't know what happened with Bud Light, let me explain. There was a controversy. Dare I say, a brouhaha. The controversy happened when Bud Light announced they have a transgender spokesperson, and some people flipped the fuck out. I did not. I don't care. I want everyone to get a job. Like, I support transgender people. They're a marginalized group. I want them to be successful because I am also a marginalized group. I know. Some of you are like, but Brad, you're white. The other thing. I want transgender people to get spokesperson jobs because if they get spokesperson jobs, eventually Hollywood will work its way down to little people and I'll get a spokesperson job. And I could be a great spokesperson. I could sell you a product. I could sell you some Bud Light. Light? That'd be a great commercial. Bud Light Light. It gets you a little drunk. Find it in the minibar. I think more companies should hire transgender people to be their spokespeople. Absolutely. Snickers, 100% should hire a transgender spokesperson because you're not you when you're hungry. Grab a Snickers. May or may not contain nuts. Now, don't get me wrong. I am of two minds of this subject. One part of me wants every company to stop putting politics in their commercials. Leave it the fuck out. Don't tell me who you're voting for. Just show me the product. Show me if it works. I'll decide if I want to buy it or not. That's part of me. But the other part of me wants every product, every company to pick an ideology and lean the fuck in. Make everything about your product about your ideology. I don't care about that because of politics. I don't give a shit about politics. I just want to see the commercials. I want to see those commercials. Can you imagine those commercials for those products? A liberal laundry detergent? You wouldn't want to watch that commercial? Libtide? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, that'd be a great ad. Liberal laundry detergent. We make all colors equally bright. Well, what does it do for the whites? It does nothing for the whites! It cancels the whites. Be a great commercial. You throw in a white t-shirt, it comes out a pride flag. Fucking hilarious. I want liberal laundry detergent and I want conservative maxi pads. Conservative maxi pads. How funny would that be? Are you a strong conservative woman? Well, there's only one maxi pad strong enough to stand up against your red wave. From the makers of My Pillow. QAnon conservative maxi pads. Now with wings, but just the right wing. QAnon maxi pads. The box is blue and white because we know you bleed red. I know it sounds crazy, but it's coming, man. It's coming. Because everything divides us now. Everything. One of the most divisive things in our country right now is the news. The news. The news is not supposed to divide you. It's just supposed to be information. But even they have an agenda. Their agenda is they want you to watch more news. They try to get you mad at each other. They make you think everyone in our country is either on the far left or the far right. And I don't think that's the case. I think the vast majority of us are sick and tired of the far left and sick and tired of the far right, okay? We're hanging out in the middle. We're not far left. We're not like, wear 5 masks, get vaccinated 14 times, never go outside. If you do go outside, if you're alone, by yourself, in a car, wear a mask. If you're masturbating, wear 2 masks and goggles for a complete separate reason. Never go outside, there's too many variants. You go outside, you'll kill your grandma. We're not that, and we're not Florida. And the main ideology of both sides is simply that they're not the other side. That's all they argue. We're not those guys. When really they have a lot in common. Both sides are snowflakes. Both sides can't take a fucking joke to save their life. Both sides try to cancel shit. Both sides, they see one thing they don't like, they try to shut it down. Right now there's a group on the far right that's trying to cancel the children's show Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig. I know you're confused, because if you know that show, you know Peppa Pig is a great show. It's charming. It's about a bunch of farm animals. They have British accents. They all have human characteristics. It's a delightful show. But the controversy happened when the show announced they want to introduce a same-sex couple on their show. They want 2 male dogs, and they're going to have a dog kid. Me, I was like, great, that's wonderful. Representation matters. But for some people, they got very upset. They're like, well, I don't want my son seeing some dogs do some gross shit. He watches your dog lick its own asshole. Well, it might turn him gay. No, it won't. No, it fucking won't. Because nothing turns you gay. Nothing. I can watch 90 hours of gay porn. I'm not going to be like, I wonder what's on Bravo. Now, I understand there's going to be people out there that disagree with me. And I also know that as a comedian, I'm probably not going to change your mind. All I can say is, what are you truly afraid of in that situation? What do you think's going to happen? Because it's a children's show. All that's going to happen, there's going to be 2 male dogs. They'll stand next to each other. They might hold hands, and the kid will call both of them dad. That's it. Your worst fear is not going to come true. You're not going to turn on a children's show, and it's going to be 2 dogs sucking on each other's pink things. Okay? That's not going to go down. It's not going to be like, which one's the gay dog? Oh, the one with 9 nipples pierced. All right, that's not... There's not going to be a very special episode where Peppa Pig comes out and is like, are you a top dog or a bottom dog? It's not. The dog's not going to howl and be like, ah, ooh, no. The dog's not going to introduce himself and be like, okay, my pronouns are arf and rough. Both sides cancel shit. Right now, there's a group on the far left in Canada that successfully canceled the name of a youth hockey division because they said it was too offensive. Don't worry, I'll tell you the name. The name of the youth hockey division, and it's been this way for years, has always been the midget division. Now, I feel like I'm uniquely qualified to talk about this. And me personally, I was not offended. I was not. To me, it made sense. Kids, small, midget division. Okay. I'm also kind of proud. We're the only disability that got our own division. The only one. The only one. Nobody else got their division. You can't go out on a Friday and watch the cystic fibrosis slap the puck. It's not going to happen. But some people got offended, and they complained, and they changed the name of the division. The problem is that the new name, I think, is worse. It is, because the new name of the youth hockey division in Canada is the under-18s. Right? That's icky as shit. Oh my God, the under-18s? What the fuck? You can't go to your friends and be like, hey, it's Friday night. Let's go watch the under-18s. You can't say that. The under-18s, my God, why don't you just call it the barely legal division? The commissioner can be Jared from Subway. The under-18s? You can't call a youth hockey division the under-18s. Nobody's gonna want to score on the under-18s. At least not before the first period. Now, some of you, that joke may have offended you. Okay. I'm not saying you're not allowed to be offended. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying you're not allowed to have things that you don't like and you don't prefer. Absolutely not. I'm just saying that we should probably draw a line between I don't like it and it should not exist. There has to be a compromise in between those. Because there's plenty of things we all don't like. I don't like a lot of shit, okay? I don't like the Disney classic film Snow White. I hate that movie. I can think of, 7 reasons off the top of my head. But just because I don't like the movie does not mean it should not be allowed to be out there. You're an adult. You can make that decision for yourself. We don't do that with other things. We don't do that with stuff like sports. You're allowed to like whatever sports team you like. Your friend can like whatever sports team they like. You could still be friends. That's part of the fun, is you like different teams. You watch a game. You talk some shit. It's great.